Hello everyone, welcome back to Rice City class, and this is video number 43. Hope you all are fine and safe. Did you study the topics which we have discussed in the last class? We have done an activity of sunrise and the bird flying in the Synfig studio. Already our chapter 9 moving images is completed. So in that chapter, when we summarize that chapter, we have studied about the Synfig studio to create the animation, and we have done 3 activities of moving the star, in 60 frame and moving the star in reverse direction in 120 frame. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. And also we have studied about we have done another activity that I already told, movement in the opposite direction in 120 frame, and next we have created the sunrise. Okay, we have created the sunrise, and we have given different colors for the sun, and we have started the animation in 120 frame, so you can see the sunrise. And next we have done the activity of bird flying towards the branch of a tree. Okay, we have added the image of the background and image of the bird from school resource folder, and we have done the animation in 120 frame. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you, and with that much our chapter is also completed. So with this whole chapter we have studied about Synfig studio, how to open Synfig studio, like application, graphics, Synfig studio. When we open the Synfig studio, you will be getting a canvas, tool palette, layer palette, and you can see the keyframe, parameters. Let me take this. Yes, this is the parameters panel, canvas, toolbox, layers panel, time track panel. The time track panel you can see 120 frame. Okay, so by using the different tools we have done the activities. So today we will be moving to the last chapter. The chapter name is operating system. It is theory chapter. So we are going to discuss about the operating system. You all will be knowing about the operating system. It is very important part. The operating system is a very important part of the computer. In our computer we will be using the operating system Linux, Ubuntu. By using the Ubuntu we are doing the activities. The same another operating system of the computer is Windows. Windows is also another operating system. So Ubuntu here for doing the activities we will be using the Ubuntu. And here you can see the main part of the computer called analytical engine. This is the main part of the computer, and it is known as the analytical engine. It is founded by the Charles Babbage, which is regarded as the father of the computer. Okay, so the first computer is called the analytical engine, which is founded by the Charles Babbage, who is the father of the computer. Okay, the first computer will be looked like this. So after 120 years we got the computer today in this form. Okay, after 120 years, so before we will be getting the computer in this form, analytical engine, just for doing some mathematics. Okay, later on we got the computer as nowadays. So today we use the computers for multifarious purpose, not only for that mathematic activities. We can do a lot of things for daily day-to-day things we can do in computer by using different softwares. Okay, so here you can see the different activities. I already told the different activities we can do by using the computer, and these are the different activities, and you have studied in the previous chapters and the software used for doing that activities. The first activity is the text processing. For processing the text you have studied about Abbey Word, OpenOffice Writer, LibreOffice Writer. These all are the software used for creating reports and all, for writing the text. Second one is the image editing. Image editing, you will be knowing that for image editing what all things we have used. We have studied about the GIMP, we have studied about Inkscape. Okay, so the main editing softwares are GIMP, Inkscape. Sound editing, in the last year you have studied about the sound editing software known as Audacity. The fourth one for animations, for doing the animations, in the previous chapter we have studied Synfig Studio. For database handling, in the 7th chapter we have studied about 8th chapter we have studied database handling. For handling the database we will be using a software LibreOffice base. So nowadays the computer we can do a lot of activities, but different softwares are installed for doing these all activities. Okay, these applications are to be arranged in such a way that the user finds them easy to use. The products created by an application may be stored as different files. A file system is needed to save them and retrieve them as required. Before we will be using an analytical engine just used for doing the analytical things, that means mathematical operations. Nowadays computer can handle multi-purpose, can do multi-purpose tasks. So each applications are stored as different files, so that the user can easily access them. Okay, so here now we will be studying more about the operating system. Now before 5 minutes before, what I have done, just we have discussed about the computer and the different types of computer, different types of the features or different activities that a computer can perform. Okay, so now there is need an operating system for the computer. We use the GNU Linux operating system. Basically I already told in the first portion of the chapter, for doing the activities in Linux we will be using the operating system GNU bar Linux. Okay, it is installed in the computers that we use today is an example of such a software. So such a working process is called an operating system. What is operating system? All the computers we use today have general mode of operation to carry out the things. GNU Linux that is installed in the computer that we use today is an example of such software. Okay, such a working process is called an operating system. Okay, Unix is an operating system that was built by Dennis Ritchie and Ken Thompson of Bell Laboratories. The work related to the production of it was started in 1969. Okay, so different types of operating systems are available now. You have heard about the Windows operating system. Frequently we are using the operating system Windows, and for doing the educational purposes we will be using the operating system GNU Linux. So here you can see the table of different operating system, and they are asking about the developers. So, okay, so the first one, Unix. The Unix is an operating system developed by, here you can see, it developed by the Dennis Ritchie and Ken Thompson of the Bell Laboratories in United States of America. Okay, so this Unix operating system is found by the this American. Okay, and the second one is BSD, Berkeley Software Distribution. It is founded by the Bill Joy at University of California. This we will be discussing in the offline classes also. Next one is Mac operating system by Apple. You will be knowing that. Windows, you can write here Windows operating system is developed by Microsoft. Android is also it's an developer is Android Inc., Anti-Rubin, this all. So we will be discussing it in offline classes. Okay, so we can use the operating system for doing different activities. Okay, so here you can see the next activity, how we can operate the activities using the command line. Here, for getting in this operating system, as this is an operating system, this is the operating system named GNU bar Linux. Here you can see different applications are placed in different format so that the user can easily do that. So we can, from the terminal, that means here you can see examine the main menu of your computers, drag one item from into the desktop. We can launch that. How? That means normally we will be opening a software. Suppose I am going to take the software like Scratch. The Scratch software we are using in 8th standard we are studying. So when we click on this Scratch software, you can see the window of the software is opened. In another method also we can open the Scratch software. How? application, programming, here you can see the scratch. Just click and drag and place it on the desktop. Once more I will be doing application, programming, scratch. Click this. Just a second. Application, programming, scratch. Just click and place the scratch here on the desktop. You will be getting, when we click the scratch, you will be getting the launcher of the software. This is the launcher of the software. From this also we can launch the software. How we can launch? We can start the software. Right click on the properties. You can see here the launcher. Okay, these are the details of that launcher. When we double click here, you will be getting an option. This window from here. When you click on test and launch, you will be getting that software opened. So in this way we can open the application software using command line. Okay, by using the test and launch method. Okay, and also there is one other option for launching from terminal. When we open application, it's accessories, terminal. We can install many softwares from terminal also. You can see the different commands are available for host, sudo, get, update, like the different commands are there for installing the softwares in this operating system. So terminal is also one way for installing the software in the operating system. Normally here you can see different menu bar. Just a second, it is gone. Just a second. So normally when we open the software, these all are the menus, different menus. They are kept in different menus so that the user can easily access if it is needed. So instead of that, we can directly install the software from the terminal, like application, accessories, terminal, like that way also. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. And next, suppose we bought a printer to be used with our computer. If we want to connect that printer, can we connect it directly? No, a specific driver must be there. Okay, a specific program must be installed in the computer to connect that printer. Then only it will get connected. That program is called the driver of that equipment. Normally when you buy a printer, the manufacturer will be giving the driver along with the printer so that we can connect easily the printer. Okay, normally I already told we have the files, different files we will be storing in the computer, in the operating system. So we will be storing the files in a particular format so that the user can easily store. How we can store the file? We can store in the form of following information. Name of the file, we can give name. We can write this following informations or location. We will write the location. We will write the format of the file, size of the file. Okay, it is the operating system that sorts and saves the file. Okay, normally the operating system will be doing that. Okay, so from here I am opening the home, and here you can see different folders so that the user can easily take the folder. When we click on downloads, you will be getting the download folder. And here this is a file which I have saved. Okay, this is the file, and when I click on the properties, you will be getting the details of the file, the name of the file, the type of the file, size of the file, so, and the location also. Where is the location? Home, DBHS8, downloads, this file is saved. So when we are saving the file, these are informations we will be giving along with that. Okay, so operating system is basically that stores and saves the file. Okay, files are normally saved in the hard disk of the computer. In order to know where the files are stored, disks has to be divided into blocks, and these blocks also have to be given address. This process is called formatting. Normally the hard disk is doing this operating system is storing the file. It will be normally saved in the hard disk of the computer. The files which you can see here in the operating system are normally stored in the hard disk. So the operating system is doing that, so it requires an address system to save. So we can divide the hard disk into different blocks, which is known as the partition, or then that process is called formatting. This is the disk window, disk partitions. You can see different files are stored in as partitioned. We will be dividing the hard disk into small parts, and the files will be stored. How we will be getting this window? From application, and from accessories you will be getting disk. Just a second, disk. So this is the hard disk of this computer. Here you can see it is stored in different partitions. You can see the partitions. It is divided, the disk is divided into small partitions. Partition type you can see. Okay, so like that we can store the files by making partition on the disk. Okay, and you can see here the different details about the hard disk partitions. You can skip that, we can't do that because we are not using the lab now. Okay, you have found out the details of the partitions in the hard disk. You must have found more than one partition in the computer. I already showed that. You can see the partitions, different partitions, more than one partition you can see here. When we open this, more than one partition you can see here. Okay, for the GNU operating system, normally the partition will be taking place in three types of partitions are there. The first one is root. This partition is for storing the programs of the operating system. Home is for storing the files created by the user, and the swap, the fast file system, for temporary storage. Here, but the GNU Linux system can also function with just root and the swap file system. Normally this GNU Linux hard disk is partitioned into three formats: root, home and swap. This root is for storing the programs of operating system. Home is for storing the files. Normally you can see here the home. This is a partition of the hard disk, and in this home we will be storing the files. The user who is creating the files will be stored in the home. Okay, and next one is of swap. The swap is for the temporary storage. Okay, so many users can easily access the computer, easily access the one operating system. Not a single user, many users can create the account. Normally the gadgets like smartphones are built for a single user, but computers are normally configured in such a way that more than one person can use it. We can create more than one account. More than one user can use the computer. For mobile, only one account will be there. Okay, so for the computer, more than one user can use. What are the benefits of? We have stated that home is the place in the hard disk where the files of the users are stored. When a user is registered, a folder is created in the home for this user. Okay, normally when we open when you open the computer, they will be asking one password. Here it is, the username is DBHSS. Because it is our school's laptop. If I am we are using the computer for the personal use, we will be a user of that computer, and when we are accessing that computer, we will be creating the account, and automatically it will be asking the username, the username and the password. Username will be the password we will be typing, and so that we can on the computer. So at a time, more than one user can easily use this computer. Okay, we have stated that home is the place. Operating system creates a desktop for each user in the home folder for the user. Each user is able to keep his or files separately from those of other users. Okay, the next activity is of creating the user. So that we will be discussing in the next session. So this much I hope you understood. We have discussed about we have done different activities using computer, the activities, what all things we can use, image editing, video editing, then database handling. We have discussed about different operating system like GNU Linux and Unix operating system, and also we have discussed to operate using command line, that means trust and launch method we have done, and we studied about the disk partition. Each files are stored in the different partitions. Okay, that also we have done. We saw the disk window. You can see the partitions there, and also just we have started about the computer user. So next portions I will be discussing in the coming session. So I have given the assignment, complete the assignment. You can see the box here in the table 10.1. Try to fill that box, you will be knowing that, and table 10.2. okay, so try to fill that box. This is not needed. This box, the developers and the different operating system, and you can see this box which you have studied, so try to fill that. I already explained also. Okay. So see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.